Hello, everyone, and welcome. We are surrounded by pageantry and tradition, and it's clear to see that college football will be at its best today. The kickoff unit about to go to work. Fielded in the end zone. It's Anthony. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The offense set for a first down play. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air, it's Jarvis. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. And you'd like to see the quarterback find his rhythm early. So far, so bad. 3rd and 10. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's hunt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return.
1st and 10.
Line gets set, first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Lets it go. Got him downfield. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
They're going back to the ground. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. The big pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 1. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. Well, they're certainly not out of field goal range here, but they want to try to pay off this drive with a touchdown. They'll go for it on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down. I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations. And you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time. So you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Looking to throw, it's Jarvis. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
You know, as an offense, when you're trying to complete these tunnel screens, you're going to have to be able to negotiate some of these defenders near the line of scrimmage. They're all looking to swat it away. Good job by the defense there.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Lofts one high and deep. Snags it on the right. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, and now the defense is really on its heels. Flushed out of the pocket. He holds it in, and nobody's close. No one's going to get him. Touchdown.
What a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up.
And the returner goes down.
At the 22, and the offense will take over. First and 10.
The corners are walked up tight. Off play action on first down. He's looking deep. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. That last big play has them in business just outside the red zone. It's first and 10.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next time.
Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
They started this drive with a big play, but now they need a conversion to keep it alive on third down. They'll try to get it through the air. Got the quick pass. Into the end zone for a touchdown. A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip into the secondary and make that big play.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Snags it quickly on the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, the offense is trying to get a big-time playmaker the ball out in space quickly with the wide receiver screen, but the defense is having none of it.
Didn't get any breathing room on that last run. Now 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Fires to the middle. And that pass picked off. Trying to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that off.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he barrels into the end zone for a touchdown.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. Fair catch called for and made. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They're going to open this drive with a pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Touchdown.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he tacks on the extra point. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. From inside the 10, here he comes. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25.
Will take over. First and 10.
So, guys, we'll see this offense again. Give to the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. A linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
Fires to the tight end. At the 40, there he goes. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
What a weapon this guy is, right? At the tight end position, not only can he get open, he can run away from people after the catch. He's a big dude, so he's hard to bring down anyway, but the speed is what makes him different.
They'll throw it on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
He's looking for an open man on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Rich.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll try to get the first through the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion.
Wide open, he makes the catch. Nice throw, great catch, easy glide into the end zone for the touchdown.
And how do you not love the guts of this offense? Fourth down, it's just another down, and what do? Stay aggressive, throw the football down the field, make the big play, get the big touchdown.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. The kickoff team out there getting set.
Set to kick this one away.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23.
First and 10.
Offense set on first down. On the move.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To the air. It's Jarvis. Hit as he throws. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. From the comfort of the pocket, he fires it to the right.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
He'll bring it back. It's Bell. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. First play of the drive comes from the 38. They'll leave it with him. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Got his man quickly. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feet. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
They'll run for it on 3rd and short. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
Throws to the wideout. He's got it. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense.
And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. They'll try to tack one more on their score. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That drive covered 62 yards for the touchdown, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25.
Will take over. 1st and 10.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. The give to the tailback. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Back to throw. It's Jarvis. Gets it out quickly. Oh, what a move to get room. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the 2nd half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last 1st down gets them a little bit of confidence.
That's reeled in. It's Hardy. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Just an ill-advised play by the defender to make contact with the quarterback after the throw, and it cost his team. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. He wants to throw, using his legs to buy some time. Gets away. The defense sort of herds this quarterback out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage, and he'll take the loss. This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third down, he drops to throw. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Makes the catch. Touchdown.
And I tell you what, that passing touch. Spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Louisville is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Lamar Jackson should never be counted out of any game. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to Cal. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Defense in press coverage. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. They're trying to get to it. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one. Now it's 2nd and 10 from the 15. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He tries to take the top off. Fires it into a crowd, and it's picked off. Got some room to run. Running inside the 20. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Misfired on first down, back to the air on 2nd. Quick completion on the out route. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. To the air, it's Jarvis trying to get to it. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. There is little that warms the heart of a defender like a strip sack. Even better if you get the ball.
And I like the awareness of this defender on the play because he knew he might not actually get to the quarterback and make the hit, but he was able to still swat away, use those long arms to create the turnover.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Right back to the well. At the 35, he's got room. The expressway is wide open. busts through behind his pad. Keep it on the ground, and he's in for the touchdown.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Got things teed up and just about ready to go here in the second half. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. Wide receiver shows motion. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
And David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop it?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman because it ticks you off. It gets in your...
And he breaks into the open. His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
I love this running back and the job he does once he has the ball in his hands on this screen pass. He was real patient. You got to allow these 300-pound offensive linemen to sort of collect themselves and stammer down the field and try to block some of these linebackers and DBs. And that's exactly what the running back did. Great job with patience. This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout by the offense.
Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. Fast motion from the offense. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. And they corral him at the 2-yard line.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Feeling some heat. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his...
Sprints into the end zone for a touchdown. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. On to attempt the try. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Going up top on first down. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
Hoping to find one that works this time on second down from the 7. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out.
Unloads it downfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He'll try to take it back. Inside the 10. And he's in for the score. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They go to the ground. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
They'll run play action. Now improvising. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Working that left side now. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. Looking to move it through the air. Pressure coming. And this looks disastrous. Oh, down he goes. A huge loss on that play.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Finds the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
They knock him down inside the 30 at the 29. It's a pickup of 6. 6-yard pickup on 1st down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. Off play action. Scrambling away. Just a short pass to the tight end. Across the 25 to the 24-yard line before he stopped. Pickup of 5 and a 1st down. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the 1st down.
Back to throw, it's Jarvis. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man by himself. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. Okay, ready? Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. He's going to pass. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Saunters into the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, and listen, that is awesome to see the guys continue to fight, continue to keep competing, because this game is over. Like, we don't need to fool y'all. We're not trying to get y'all to stick around and improve ratings. Like, the game's over, but you're continuing to fight. You're powered in for the touchdown, and show your kids that we're going to always fight no matter what the score is.
And he takes this from inside the 5. You're not getting him on the ground, still on his feet. He gets a block. He's got an alley. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, we have a final in the Red River rivalry between Oklahoma and Texas in Dallas. Texas looked like a program ready to take the next step after a big road win today. This was a complete team effort from the Horns. Offense, defense, and special teams doing its part. Hook 'em. And they hooked a W in this one. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
Well, this defense is trying to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working. That last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Looking to throw, it's Jarvis. He hurls one deep down the left side. Grabs it inside the 10. Snags it with the sticky fingers and strolls in with the sweet feet for the touchdown. He'll try to tack on one more. Bangs it through for an extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap things off with a touchdown pass from 59 yards out. Looking for daylight from inside his 20. The offense lining up for a first down play. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Leaves it with the back. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Still on his feet at the 45. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. The give as they work on that clock. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Great team defense on that one. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
And they're going to try to convert on 4th down, 1 for 2 so far today. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Lets it go to the end zone. into the end zone for a touchdown to ratchet up the pressure late in this game.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll call for the fair catch here. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He'll start this drive firing. He's taking a deep shot. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. After that big play, they're trying to pay it off right on the goal line. Dropping back, it's Jarvis. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Lining up to add another. Right down the boulevard. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's got an open man. Tick, 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 tick. Clock winding down, and they're in for the touchdown. Here comes the two-point try. Trying to pound it in. He's got the two-point conversion, and they build on that lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Anthony. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Offense getting set for first down. They'll start this drive with a pass. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. That first down was rather unproductive. Let's see what they've got on second down from the 16. Buys a little time with his feet. That'll be a safety. The ball was loose in the end zone. It goes out of the back, and they're probably lucky it wasn't recovered for a touchdown. So after that safety, they'll kick it away from their own 20. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. They'll give it to the back. And they'll pick up just a few on this run, and that'll bring us to the end of the ball game. Well, this one had all the suspense.